Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Ōkami. We are back at Ankoku Temple to see what the disturbance was and to make sure Rao is alright. But she's a ghost. So we're gonna follow this specter of Rao. There's nothing really interesting to look at up here yet, I believe. Nope, we just want to follow her ghost. Her apparition. We must follow the apparition of Rao. Yeah, I do believe that is what she wants us to do, Ethan. So far, doesn't seem to be anything too distressing going on here. There's a bit of a fog, and the ghost is ominous, but no immediate danger yet. She came around here and just vanished. And again, through the wall. But is that because Rao is an incorporeal ghost? Or is it because the wall is illusory? Who would have thought there'd be a secret passage here? You feel a draft coming out of the well? I'll be a monkey's uncle. I love that that's such a consistent thing. Leap before you think. It's almost... Nope, damn it. Looks like the digging minigame almost. Oh no, and back in the well. Whoop! Oh no. Oh, what's this? There's a body here. Looks like it's been laying around here forever. There's nothing but bones and some clothing left. Where have I seen clothes like this before? Where have we? Oh no! Things have become so dire that this has become a side-scroller. Never a good sign. Very bad fortune. That wasn't that helpful. Damn it. Oh, we do learn a bit about the Northern Land. And get a little bit to sell. So where does this spit us out? What was that room? It was the treasure room, adjacent to the palace. Or I guess a part of the palace? Why is there a tunnel from Ankoku Temple to here? Yeah, these are good questions. Maybe we should go and cross the Sea of Flames again and make sure... Uh-oh. The guard's knocked out. Even more important that we make sure Himiko is okay. And of course, it means we're going to have to re-equip this. What do I want to replace? Peace Bell? Yeah, I mean, we're kind of well past the point where we need that. Or where it's even very useful, I should say. And this would appear to be a problem. What the heck happened? Pretty lady, Himiko. She's dead. It was terrifying, Rao says. A monster 10 times my height appeared. It destroyed the magical barrier and left Queen Himiko like that. What monster are you talking about? That ginormous thing that attacked you at Ankoku Temple? I'm scared now. The evil beings we must defeat to save the people in the city. Their leader is such a mighty beast. No human could stand up to it. Our feeble mortal resistance is futile. Himiko said she'd be okay as long as she had that crystal ball. So how the heck did this happen? Amy, why do you keep staring at the busty babe? Himiko's dead. Aren't you the least bit sad? Amy does not like Rao. What are you doing? You notice the pitch of her voice shifted? Have you lost your mind? Are you in the grip of the evil curse as well? Oh, okay, cool, this. Kanji Zaibo Satsu, this prayer, this chant that she's incanting. What this is the opening to the Heart Sutra. The sutras being the texts that different branches of Buddhism follow. And in the opening to the Heart Sutra that she's reciting is this really important concept called the skandhas, the 5 skandhas, which are the things that we're made up of. Oh, do you hear that music growing ominous? You're a cunning beast, Amaterasu. I lured you to the treasure ship as bait for the water dragon. But you escaped and managed to get your paws on the lucky mallet. You even cleared the city of the poison mist. You also started searching for Oni Island to bring down my fortress, and you even managed to tame the mighty water dragon. But now that the water dragon has gone, my fortress is impregnable, and Himiko is but a lifeless corpse. You'll never know where Oni Island is now. Alright, so to go back to the skandhas, since we know where this is going and what we're recapping now, there is one thing to note actually, but we'll get back to that, because I think they point out later in this scene. Where's the busty babe we know and love? Did you know her at all? So it's form, which I think is the physical body, your feelings, your sensory perceptions, and your thoughts, and then consciousness itself, which I think in this case means like your self-awareness, specifically your awareness of the other skandhas. And so the idea is that the universe is mercurial, and the only constant is flux. And Buddhists point out that this is especially true of these five skandhas that make up who we are. All of these different elements are themselves constantly in flux. I think I'll take the crystal ball with me in the event. Okay. I don't think we have too much important exposition as we lead up to this really cool boss fight, actually. She does the King Piccolo thing of eating the orb. So we have a limited amount of control over these things. They change, they shift, and they're all impermanent. And according to Buddhism, suffering is caused by trying to resist that fact, by struggling against the current of things like aging, worrying about things far outside of what we can control, and languishing when things don't stay as we would prefer them over the course of time. And so with all the talk of futility, I have to imagine that Rao recites that prayer as like a little dig, a way of saying that nobody is capable of stopping what's coming. And somebody who knows more about Specifically, I think the Heart Sutra is something that Mahayana or Mahayanan Buddhists follow. So if anyone is more familiar with that, I've been wanting to get back into Buddhism for a while. So I would love a primer if anyone's up for writing one in the comments. As for Evil Rao, she is very, very quick. Notice the sword that she's using. It almost looks like the Seven Branch sword, but there are a couple of more points to it. And then we have these. I can't remember what the first... It was Waka, right? Yes. Waka was the one who we learned to deflect knives. We learned to deflect his knives with a power slash. And the rest of the fight is just slowing her down enough to get some hits in with Veil of Mist. Alright, we have her now. Let's finish off that fox-headed wench. Just casually calling her a wench. But we are not done yet. Yeah! The true antagonist all along. The Dark Lord. The nine-tailed fox of legend. Petty deity. It is only the size of this room that saved you. It is far too small for me to unleash my true fury. However, resistance is futile, for your last remaining hope is gone. I shall now return to Oni Island and rally my dark forces. Then we'll go forth and crush all who stand against the darkness. That was a pretty unequivocal loss. Amaterasu had allowed the Dark Lord to slip away. The display of evil sent chills down the wolf's spine. Amaterasu and Isun were left to wallow in overwhelming sadness. Himiko had remained steadfast in her quest to find Oni Island. In the end, she lost her life at the hands of the Dark Lord. With Himiko died all... With Himiko... Oh, I was reading that wrong. With Himiko died all clues to the location of Oni Island. Amaterasu and Isun were left with nary a shred of hope. Giving up on their quest seemed the only option. That's when they noticed that the blood-caked crystal ball spewed forth by the Dark Lord clearly displayed an image of Himiko. Isun, doubting his eyes, listened intently as Himiko began speaking. She explained that Oni Island would not be easy to find, and that she had determined to become ethereal and enter the crystal. The crystal ball herself in search of clues, she had allowed herself to be consumed in order to use the Dark Lord's power. She was also aware that the Dark Lord now possessed the Fox Rods. All was planned. Himiko's will infused the crystal ball with great power. The fortress housing the dark forces materialized. Oni Island appears only at sunset in a certain location. The place revealed by the crystal ball was none other than a spot just off the northwest shore of Ryushima Coast, near the spot known as Watcher's Cape. Oni Island would appear again at Watcher's Cape at the next sunset. a small glimmer of hope returned to our heroes' hearts. Just as the image of Oni Island faded from the crystal, a deep crack appeared and split Himiko's image. She had paid the ultimate price for manipulating the dark power. The crystal itself had been spent. The destiny of Himiko's very soul had been inextricably intertwined with that of the crystal ball. A burst of blinding light heralded the crystal's demise. Himiko's soul was caught up in the shattered fragments and drifted serenely toward the heavens above, even as she prayed fervently for Amaterasu's safe passage. So, we are coming up on the climax of this act of the game. And we have to already get booking it, because the sun's about to set. And we can't let Himiko's sacrifice be in vain. Let's make a beeline for Watcher's Cape. So the Watcher's Cape is actually just up here. And as I learned just now, this actually is on a timer. It's not a super strict one, but you'll notice it if you, for example, go the exact opposite way of the path you're supposed to go to get here. And then night falls. And that's a problem. It's Otohime. Did you ever find this place? I sensed Queen Himiko's fathomless regret upon her last breath. It made its way to the distant halls of the Dragon Palace. Behold, the sun. Even now it sinks down beyond the sea. Once it is gone, so too shall Oni Island disappear. No one knows where it will appear next. No art known to mortals can divine its location. Really doesn't matter because we can't break the barrier. I mean, the water dragon was our only hope and it's dead now. The water dragon is not dead in the true sense of the word. I can harness its power with a sincere prayer to the dragon orb. Behold, I, Otohime of the Dragonian, shall transform into a dragon and break through the wall that divides. May I serve you as a divine bridge to the heavens. Hell yes, this! This is legit one of my favorite parts of the game. Holy shit, that's cool. And it comes at the apex of this climax where it's all despair up until now. And the serpent bridge. Ōkami! God, this game is good. You must cross while life yet courses through these veins. Damn, this game rocks. You'll have to settle for kicking some monster butt on Oni Island. Yeah. Oh my god, and just the image of this is radical as hell. It's a great, great way of building to a crescendo. And we are not even at the peak yet. Listen up. Himiko's probably watching over us, so promise me you won't give up for some stupid reason like you're hungry or have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So this is our point of no return. So we take our first steps into Oni Island, the stronghold of the nine-tailed fox. Normally, they love that phrase, crispy critters. But it shouldn't be any different from water for you now. Yeah, and that is a salient point that Isan makes, because we can treat this lava like we treat water, especially while we're wearing the fire tablet. But we can also manipulate it in that way to create a water spout. Look at this enormous palace. It serves as a pretty strong indicator about what you're going to be in for in Oni Island, which is to say a very, very vertical dungeon. And a very long one at that. So since we cannot make lily pads on lava, this will just burn up. Remember, we tried to do that back in Himiko's palace. You have to be pretty sure of where your next foothold is going to be before you get there. Otherwise, you might not burn up in the lava, but you will drown in it. And holy shit, do you see that? This is the first time we've seen a Konohana blossom since the... No, it hasn't been quite that long. I was going to say the dungeon that introduced them. But no, it's been... I don't think we've seen one since probably before Orochi. Which now just seems like so long ago, doesn't it? Orochi was the warm-up act to all of this. It's really, really insane to think of the scale of this game's escalation in those terms. The entirety of Act 1. Whoa, no. I can make it. No. The entirety of Act 1 climaxing with Orochi as just the warm-up act of the game. Oh, this goes quite a way. I jumped off pretty prematurely. Oh man, I quite like Oni Island as well. You get to really sink your teeth into it. There are a couple of minor treasures around the outside here, but nothing that I'm super concerned with. However, before we enter the front gates, or the front door, we have two new enemies. I think these are ogres? Blue and red ogres? And they are very similar in how they attack to Crimson Head. And, to make matters worse, they can't be attacked from the front. Unless they're stunned, in which case, you can actually break their masks. Whoops. I didn't see the shockwave from that one coming. Ah, that was the attack. Whoop, that's going a little sideways. So let's hit Veil of Mist, and there we go. Now we can break this. And he's dead anyway. And I know that we do not have what we need in order to get his floral finish yet. Let's do your Crimson Head stuff. Now we'll just take our time. Bum, bum, bum. Should be a stun coming. Oh no, he just died. I was too up in his face to see whether the stun stars were circling him. I like them. They're a nice later game enemy. Something a little bit tankier. Oni Island. You'd have to have a pretty warped mind to build a castle here. I bet those 2-bit monsters think they're big shots living here. Let's teach them a lesson. Again with the wench. And... oh, hold on. Actually, we'll meet a new friend before we finish this off. It's the Imp Merchant! How'd you get in here? Remember the Imp Merchant from, I'm pretty sure we met him in Orochi's Mooncave, stronghold. You ain't coming to invade us poor folk of Oni Island, have you? If you have, you've got me to answer to. Fight to end all fights. The best way to settle it? With a bit of business, of course. Yeah, we're gonna do some shopping martial arts. Just like Ranma. I love how, I like, it's rhythmic gymnastics martial arts, takeout delivery martial arts, figure skating martial arts, and, hey, the Infinity Judge, which we can actually pick up now. Not that it does us much good. And we'll leave that for some other time. For now, thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.